Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the Norwich preview. It's the League Cup. Third round, is it the third round?
Yeah,
third round.
Yeah.
Norwich City. I've just been looking at Norwich City's results. This is going to be a tough game. Nice you turn the yellow, Baz. This is going to be a tough game. They're second at the moment in the Championship. They've only lost one game against Birmingham. They've won the last 3 games. So this isn't going to be easy, especially if we make a few changes. But looking at what their results are, do you think maybe you might minimise the changes, thinking if I make too many here, you know, we could end up having a bit of a defeat and maybe, you know, stopping the progress that's happened so far?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be one to make wholesale changes. I think he said before the Yeovil game that he wasn't going to do it. He'd make 2 or 3 changes maximum, and that's how it played out. You know, we give debut that night to Ashley Williams, didn't he? I think he looked at it that way as he wanted to get through, and I think it may be the same this time. I can see him making 3 or 4, to be honest, but hopefully no more than that, because you lose momentum.
Yeah.
But this was a tough game last year in the League Cup, so you know, I expect nothing different this time.
Yeah, I think one of the criticisms of Koeman at Southampton was he flapped it a bit in the cup, didn't he? He don't think he had a very good record in the cup. I remember he got spanked 6-1 by that lot, didn't he? So it's if there's a criticism, it could be like he may take his eye off it in the cup. Hopefully he won't, but as you say, if we make any more than 4 changes, that's asking for trouble at any time. As I remember Moyes has done it a couple of times, didn't he? 6 changes, and then like at Leeds that time, and got a few times he did it, didn't he? You make that many changes, you're asking for trouble. So hopefully they will keep it to a minimum. But as you say, if they're flying in the Championship, it's going to be a tough game.
They beat Forest away on Saturday. They beat Wigan the week before, and they beat Cardiff 3-2. I mean, what I would say is, looking at the results, there's always a goal in it. You know, the last 3 games there's been a goal in it.
Velios scored at the weekend.
They did. Velios is flying.
3-3.
They beat Norwich 6-1 in the last round of this competition. They drew
who?
Coventry. Norwich beat Coventry.
It's a Premier League game.
They drew with Ipswich 1-1. They drew 0-0 with Sheffield Wednesday. They beat Bristol City 1-0. The only real hammering they give anyone was they beat Blackburn 4-1. First game of the season in the league. So really every game they've won has been by 1 goal. Tight, yeah. So it's been tight. So from that point of view, you'd like to think if we put out anywhere near our best team, we should beat them.
Yeah, should have enough.
The only worry for me is if he does make a few changes, thinking I need to, that's where we could come unstuck.
I think Norwich will. I remember last year when they came down to Goodison, Alex Neil made quite a few. I think he made 8 changes that night for them, and just said our priority is the league, and it will be for different reasons this season. It was about staying up last year, and he made them changes. This year for them, it's momentum, and they're in a division.
But they've got Burton on Saturday, and then they've got Newcastle next Wednesday, so it's thick and fast for them. So it'll be interesting to hear whether they think keep the momentum going, or they make a couple of changes.
Yeah, I remember last season's game was a mad one, wasn't it? Darren Gibson played centre back, didn't he? For most of the game.
For the end,
So I don't think we'll have anything like that sort of panic on our hands. But
Food's money.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose a lot does hinge on their changes. Like, does he keep the momentum going, or has he got an eye on the league? But I think we should have enough. But then how many times have we said that? I hate this competition, you know. I've seen so many bad games in this competition where we've gone out to crap teams.
I just got a feeling they might make a couple of changes, but not too many. Okay, Bournemouth's a tricky one on Saturday. Be a tough game, but still, we're still early on. It's weird this tournament, because you almost feel like it almost feels like for some managers a brilliant excuse to play some of their squad players. It's not, but it's not needed. It's just a good excuse at this stage of the season.
Well, Joel or Stech?
Stecklenburg. I don't care. I want, to be fair, I want as many. There's not many changes I'd make for this game. There might be something at 4. You might look at Lukaku and go, he came off on Saturday, we might need to give him we might need to put Valencia in there. Funes Mori could probably come in and do a job, because we know he's played well in the Premier League.
I'm just not naming people before we've done our starting 11.
No, I'm just saying these are the changes that could be made. But I don't want it. What I don't want is Garner needs a rest, let's play cleverly. Do you know what I mean? I don't want that where you go, or Baines could be swapped for Oviedo. I don't want that where you go, well, there is a replacement, you know, Holgate for if there's a chance to keep the team as close to the team that's been winning the Premier League games, then let's do it. Let's not make changes for the sake of changes. I don't see the point in that. I know some managers might feel under threat and go, well, he's this fella's been in the ear, he wants to start. No one in our team's got a right to. The only player who's got a right to be in the ear of the manager, and he wouldn't be, is Holgate.
Yeah.
But everyone else hasn't got a right. Nobody else has got a right. Even Deulofeu, he hasn't. You look at Deulofeu and you go, when's he played well this season? All right, he was all right against Spurs for half an hour or whatever. Mr. Sitter. You know, he was all right, yeah, in a little cameo. But you look at everyone else and you go, well, what have you done? You know, Funes Mori can't exactly be knocking on the door going, boss, you know. There's no one has got a right.
Barbecue's on.
Yeah, the barbecue's on, boss. No one has got a right to knock on the manager's door and go, I think I should be in the team. You know, you have someone like Aaron Lennon, he'd be looking at it and go, is he good? Nah, Blassie, it's been brilliant. Assists, changed the way we played. May or may not have scored on Saturday. You know, just so from that point of view, it'll be interesting. And let's be honest, Koeman's not the kind of manager who'll go, yeah, I think for the sake of me, people liking me, I'll play you today. So it'll be. I think that'll be quite interesting.
It's going to be a tough game because I remember last year Wes Hoolahan was absolutely brilliant for Norwich last year, and we needed a big save from Joel at the end.
Yes.
Actually,
it was an amazing save, wasn't it?
Right in the top corner, and he pulls out a brilliant save. You know, when we ended up winning it on penalties, he made, you know, Joel was brilliant.
That was the 90 Rose.
In the shootout. Yeah, and then he was dropped at the weekend.
People moaned about that penalty save, didn't they? At the time, remember? That wasn't that good a penalty save.
That was then, this is
anyway.
But Norwich will come and pass it on because they're a good footballing side.
They've kept a lot of the players as well.
Yeah,
Brady,
Naismith will be a danger, mate.
I haven't been playing.
No, but he'll play, won't he?
He's just a danger.
No, well, he's not been playing, so this is the perfect game to put him in.
That's it. They make many changes.
I think they'll make about 6 or 7 changes. Their eyes, it's all about getting up for them. It is, and he done it when he done it last year. I thought it was a good chance for them to come to us because we'd make changes, and under Martinez we weren't great at home, and they come and they made 8 changes and still passed us off the park. So
they've only really lost Redmond, I think, haven't they?
Yeah, and Bakani, who's gone to Hull, hasn't he? But other than that, they've got very much the same side. So, you know, I think for us it's about playing our normal game. We fully expect Everton to win. You've got to.
No.
Norwich are under, they're in a league below. Everton are playing really well. I expect us to win, but again, it's going to be down to how disjointed this team is, and if it's disjointed. If it's disjointed, you know, I think again, like you said, 4 would be the absolute maximum probably that I would make. I wouldn't make any more than that. That might even be 1 too many, but 4 I think would probably be the maximum because we've got to get through. And maybe it's one of those nights where you try and get 3-0 up with half an hour to go, and then bring 3 players on who you want to give, like cleverly give them half an hour or something. But sometimes it's better to get that job done early doors and then make those changes rather than going, well, bring him in, we'll bring him in. You've got to, of course, sometimes you've got to give players minutes, haven't you? The ones who aren't playing, because they've got to be ready. But I mean, for me, Valencia would be a definite starter because he needs. I think it's a good opportunity to get him minutes and hopefully get him a goal.
We, in that respect, though, we could be a bit light up front because you saw at the weekend. But without Lukaku up front, there was no focal point, and we just weren't getting the chances, were we? So we could be a bit light up front. As I was saying, Valencia looks more like a secondary striker. Can he do it on his own?
No, without him, no.
If you have Lukaku on the bench, though, then if he's fit, that's what I'm saying. If he's fit to play, you take that chance, probably, wouldn't you, for an hour? So, you know, because I suppose it's a good chance. I know we're saying we want the strongest team, but you've also got to think about having players forced to come into the team. And if Valencia needs games, this would be a perfect chance to get him an hour.
I think you've got it. I don't think you can take anything from the Middlesbrough game about his position.
No,
I really don't, because I don't think we were in the game. I don't think we were playing well enough really in that game. We were just controlling it. We were playing almost within us. It was just about controlling the game. I'd like to see him from the off in that role. Can he cause them a problem? Can he run channels? Can he get the ball with his back to goal? We don't know, and we'll only see that as we go forward, won't we?
Let me go on. What were you going to say?
No, I just going to say he did look good in the air. So if he has got Blassie hitting those crosses in, there could be someone good on the other side.
Chance, yeah.
Well, let me ask you. All right, so I'm going to ask you just one change you'll make. Go on.
Oh yeah, is Lukaku out?
No,
just any one change.
One change in the team.
I'll put Holgate in.
Okay.
For Coleman.
Baz?
Valencia. We have to just pick one.
Valencia for Lukaku.
Valencia for Lukaku, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go for Alan Lennon for Morales. Because I do think Alan Lennon is someone who could actually do with the minutes, and I don't think Morales has been. He's been all right, but I don't think he's been brilliant. But I also would. I know people go, "Oh, De La Feu." That would be one for me that I would just, because I think Alan Lennon is actually an effective player, and I do think
he's getting overlooked a bit, isn't he?
I don't think he's got a right to say otherwise.
No,
but I think it's nice to keep a player like him ticking over.
Yeah.
Because when he looks miserable, does he look miserable?
And he's almost the Cuban type player, isn't he? That he works his socks off.
He's definitely one I would just wouldn't mind putting in, and I think he would. He's the type as well who for me, he reacts well. He reacts well to it when he gets a chance. He needs that chance. Look at last season.
Yeah.
Second half of the season, he was always playing. First half, he never played. Weird. Man City in the cup. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory.
I'm going to go for 3-1 again.
I'll go for 3-2 then.
Okay. Just a message, please. No extra time.
No extra time.
Don't want extra time.
Because we might have to come in and do the final word Tuesday night. After it. Because Wednesdays, we'll talk about that off camera. He's dropping bombs. What? Live on camera. We'll get a couple of pints and we'll
cheese bombs.
Cheddar bombs.
Yeah, there you go. There's the preview, done and dusted. Comments and all that. Thanks for watching. See you later.